Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Derek Ifasi. I'm the owner of Ifasi Financial Group and retiresharp.com. This is my website right over there, www.retiresharp.com. And I just kind of want to go over with you kind of the importance of a hybrid annuity and whether or not it may be ideal for your retirement situation. And wanted to kind of go over the pros and cons and when some people will actually find it valuable or not. So I'm actually going to open up my little digital notepad and to help explain it just a little bit better. Now, the first thing I want to go over is one of the largest misconceptions about hybrid annuities is that this is a variable annuity. Okay, this is not a variable annuity. Very, very important that you understand that. Now, what happened was variable annuities were the first ones to come out with these things called income riders. And essentially what it does is it acts as, conceptually it acts just like a hybrid annuity, but the reason why I highly recommend against variable annuities is because you have the potential for downward market loss to your actual physical accounts. So please understand that the hybrid annuities that I'm discussing today with this video, and the ones that I always recommend to my clientele whenever they're asking me about hybrid annuities, are not the variable annuity type. This is essentially the ones that I highly recommend. This is known as a fixed indexed. And I apologize for my handwriting. It's my digital notepad, so it actually comes out pretty sloppy. Fixed indexed annuity with income rider, okay? That's what makes it hybrid. Understand that what a hybrid means is you're taking a combination of one or more different types of annuities and you're blending it into one sort of product. So when the variable annuities came out, and I'll kind of show you the difference between that and the hybrid annuity for an easier comprehension. What happened was you're essentially, people were rolling over their money into these variable annuities. They would have an account value side tied to this and then an actual income account side. Now the account value side is what your physical money is doing. Your income account side is, I want you to think of it kind of like a phantom account. This will be increasing. This is a contractual guarantee as the income account side, and will be increasing the longer that you wait until taking retirement income from this sort of contract. So where a lot of people were upset with the variable annuities, and especially in 2008, was their actual physical money, their account value, was getting hit with very large fees, was getting hit with potential very large downward market loss, especially in 2008. And then whenever they wanted to actually turn on this income account, they'd get hit with basically the loss of taking income. Because anytime you actually withdraw income from these contracts, your account value will decrease. So this is kind of the unhappy triad, or what I name the unhappy triad, is when you have fees, potential downward market loss, and the loss from income. I mean, that's considered reverse dollar cost averaging. If your accounts go down so drastic, it's going to take that much. It's going to be that much harder for them to actually creep back up. So the most important aspect with these types of new hybrid annuities, the fixed index annuity with an income rider, is the safety. Now, their main priority is the safety aspect. So this is not an investment. A variable annuity is deemed an investment. You're investing, you're hoping that that your accounts are going to perform well. When this is deemed a safety because it has the word fixed in it, the reason why they're becoming more and more attractive is your actual physical money is not going to be susceptible to downward market loss. And I deal with very high-end clientele. I mean, I deal with all sorts of clientele, but some of my higher-end clientele, I have to sit down with lawyers and CPAs. And what happens is a lot of these people are still hung up on how the variable annuity, the hybrid variable annuity works, and they do not understand the newer age hybrid annuity that came out after 2008 with the safety aspect. So let me just open up a new screen. Very, very important, okay? Because if I give you the example of the person that was, in 2008, the average investor in 2008 had their money in an IRA, had their money in a 401k, in a variable annuity. And what happened was the average portfolio in 2008, nobody saw that this was gonna happen. I mean, some people basically, projected that, but nobody really, everyone thought that the market was always going to go up. So the average portfolio lost 57%. Now, let's say if you're a retiree or senior during that time, and you had $1 million in your retirement portfolio, and you're hoping that a financial advisor is taking care of it properly, and then all of a sudden, you realize because it was actually deemed an investment, that your portfolio could have lost $570,000 that one year with that account. It's extremely scary, but this is the truth. This is what has happened. So when these hybrid annuities, the newer aged hybrid annuities came out, they said, well, listen, we want to make sure these are ideal for the person that wants to have preservation on their accounts, meaning that you're not going to be susceptible to downward market loss, but you could actually step up. You could actually increase when markets go up. And that's where, when I called it a fixed indexed annuity with an income rider. Okay? So we'll go very slow through this. Oh my gosh, this handwriting is so freaking horrible, so sloppy, so I apologize, guys. Now, the fixed aspect is, it's going to be fixed, okay? They have contractual guarantees backed by these companies that have very large legal reserve system requirements in there. It's not like being with a bank, it's being with an insurance company. So their reserve requirements, the reserve ratios are going to be a lot more favorable than any sort of bank. Because that's how an insurance company has to stay in business. That's how they have to be basically contracted with the state. Now what happens is, so that takes care of the fixed aspect. The indexed aspect is, we understand that you could participate with a stock market. Now, it's based upon a stock market index, such as an S&P 500 or a Dow Jones Industrial. And what it does is they say, okay, if the market goes up, your account will increase. If the market goes down and drops, you will flatline. You will not actually see any downward market loss in there. And I know you're probably thinking, you know what, you're full of it, Derek, but that's how these contracts work, and that's why they're so attractive. Now, the caveat to it is, yes, you'll participate with upward market movements, but you're going to have cap rates. But I mean, with my money, I would rather know that, okay, I'll be capped on whatever my gains are, as long as I'm guaranteed that my account cannot decrease, cannot go down. So that's what makes it very attractive. So essentially, you kind of like the same thing with the old variable annuities with income riders. Your monies are now tied into two separate accounts. You have an account value side and you have an income account side. Okay, your account value side is your actual physical money. Over here, it's going to increase when the markets go up with your certain market index that you choose increases, and it's going to flatline. It's not going to lose anything when the markets actually go down. And one of the things I definitely have to recommend is that you give our company a call, because we deal with hundreds and hundreds of these contracts every single day. We have, majority of the annuities that we deal with are the hybrid annuities, and especially myself and all my advisors that I've trained, they know this stuff like the back of their hand. So you want to make sure that you're getting locked in there and you're getting with a very favorable hybrid annuity contract if that is something that you're interested in. But now, when I say that what separates a good company from a bad company, or from one that's more favorable than others, is you want to make sure that your cap rates are very favorable and you do not have that downward market loss like a variable. So that's what makes up the index. And then the income side kind of acts like a quote-unquote personal pension plan. So essentially, what you're doing is you're taking your monies, your old 401k, your old so you have 401k. IRA, cash, whatever that is, you're rolling it over into a hybrid annuity. Your actual physical money is going to increase when the market goes up or flatline when the market goes down. And that's going to be looking nice, basically nice consistent growth in the account value side, your physical money. But where a lot of contracts are very attractive is they have this thing called an income base. Now, the income base is an account that basically increases with a contractual guarantee every single year before you turn on your money. So think of this kind of like a Social Security plan, all right? If you're age 62 and you decide to take Social Security income, you turn on your Social Security, this benefit is going to be a lot less than when you're age 70 or age 67. That's the same type of correlation that you need to make with this income account side. So they're guaranteeing you, they're saying, listen, you could touch your money at all times and you'll have certain terms with touching your money with your actual physical account value. But if you understand that these sort of contracts, if your 401k, IRA, or cash, you want to leverage it for retirement income, let's at least make sure that you have a guaranteed income stream that you could never outlive. And that's where the income account comes into play. All right? So it's very powerful. Now, some of the things, common mistakes that are made with these contracts is getting caught up in the income-based guarantee. I showed you that there was two separate sides to it. You had the income base and the account value. Now, the income base, you have some companies out there that say, oh, we'll give you a 10% guarantee on your money. No. That's on your income account side. That's your fictitious number. There's two major points that you have to understand. One is how high, oh my gosh, this is so sloppy. How high is your withdrawal rate? And how high is your percentage guarantee? And what I mean by that is, okay, let's say that somebody said, okay, a company says, all right, we'll give you 10% on this income account every single year. It'll be compounding by 10% every year. And every year that you wait, bam, 10%. But let's say the difference is at age 65, you could take 3% of this money. Or you could have a contract that'll give you a 7% guarantee, but at age 65, you could have 5.5% of this money. You see, it's the withdrawal rate, which is either 3% or the 5%, and the percentage guarantee. So you have to utilize both of those options. And do not get caught up in this number, because you have to understand, okay, if someone's saying we'll give you a 10% guarantee on your income account, as the next question that you should be asking is, okay, well, what's my withdrawal rate? How much of that, if I know that my income account is increasing by 10% every year, what exactly is the amount that I could withdraw from that income account? And that is very, very important. And you have to make sure that you're leveraging a company properly. The second most common mistake is being locked up into a long surrender schedule. Okay, what I typically recommend is you go into a 10-year contract, nothing more than a 10-year contract, because if the hybrid annuities become more and more attractive in future years, you want a get-out option. Pretty much, you want to be able to roll your money out into a new contract. 10 years is a good mark. 10 years is something that I'm very confident with. And there's also, with 10 years, you have certain, with at least the companies that I represent, you have stipulations where you could actually pull 10% out of your account value side every single year. So you actually have some liquidity options there as well. I really hope that this video has helped you out in some way. Once again, please give us a call. Our number is 1-800-566-1002. You could ask for myself. My name is Derek Ifasi. We're going to try to help you out best we can. I really hope that this video has helped you out in some way. And, please be on the lookout for some of my other videos. Thank you very much. Take care.